What is up, my little baby internet land? Okay, so I've got a thing that I need to talk about. Oh, by the way, I'm Lynn, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I guess this is where we start. Okay, so I was browsing on Reddit, as many of us chronically online people do on occasion, all the time. Anyway, and I came across this post, and it was somebody who called themselves a student of scripture, right? And I'll put it up on the screen, actually, because I did go back and find it. But anyway, they could never understand how it was that the Christians became persecuted. Because, that's something we hear from the Christian people all the time, is that they're being persecuted. But really, they're not in this period of history, anyway. Yet that's a huge thing that they talk about all the damn time, right? And brought up a good point. It's possibly, guys, it's gonna be the Christians that make people hate them. Let me get into this a bit more. Okay, so the thought process here is that it's gonna be like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Right now, they're doing this whole thing with Project 2025, and they're trying to remake the country into, gosh, I guess what would be the right word for it? A more moral place, let's call it. More upstanding place. They want to subsidize the family, and, that's all well and good. But that also means they're going to be canceling things like Social Security, which takes care of the disabled people and the elderly and things like that, right? And they're going to be canceling subsidies for single mothers and things like that. And if these people don't have anyone to fall back on, well, I've done some calculations in my head, and y'all, it's not looking great. It's not looking great for, the others, the non-familial types in this country. And anyway, I have only crunched those numbers for, the people in my life, right? Now, the thing is, there's a lot of people on this planet. There's a lot of people on this planet who rely on government programs to exist, right? And if you start taking those away and you don't have something to replace it with, and they don't have family to fall back on, people are going to be not alive from this, right? That's something we're accepting, right? Do you really think that's going to engender everybody to the Christians and the Christian faith and all of that, oh gosh, they're such great people, they got in office and just, went and made sure a whole bunch of people died, yay. That's not great, guys. That's not great at all. Also, it doesn't make people like you, right? And eventually, when people feel oppressed enough and they dislike their oppressors so much, well, goodness gracious. I guess I'll just point you to, let's say, the Kardashian and the Bajoran War on Star Trek. The Bajorans were oppressed. They rose up. Rising up isn't pretty, But also, in the long term, that left the Kardashians with this, very just destroyed relationship, right? Reputation, that's the word, sorry, hashtag words. They weren't all that liked by the universe, right? And so, when they started getting destroyed later on in their own little war, by their own people, because of all that Kanar with Damar. Anyway, they didn't have the greatest reputation, and nobody was willing to stand up for them, and, you know, they ended up persecuted by themselves, or the other people on their planet, I guess, is what happened there, yeah. And so anyway, they're fighting so hard for, like, Project 2025 and all of this stuff, right? And we are not digging what they're selling us. And if they keep pushing it and they try and enforce it, and I swear, y'all, it feels like Arkansas has already been implementing some of these Project 2025 policies for a while now, because I don't want to even get into right this second my story with getting my birth control pills the last time. Yeah, bless her, Sarah Huckabee Sanders made that hard as crap as soon as she got them off. So, yay. Anyway, yeah, if they subject everybody to that, people are going to feel oppressed, and you know what? Then, you know that persecution complex that they have been so obsessed with that I've heard about my entire freaking life in Christian schools? Yeah, that one. People might actually be that pissed off at them, guys. Like, tell me your thoughts on this, because I'm just very, I don't know. It's honestly, I thought I didn't really want to, like, put that much into or believe that much in the first place, and, you know, that's great and all, but then I was sitting there and I thought about it, and my God, the only time people tend to start to really dislike the Christians as a group is when they start to impose their beliefs on everybody else around them. Because, like, it's fine if you need some sort of laws to be able to follow what your God tells you to do, to be a moral and upstanding person, you're doing morals wrong, first off. But, like, I was thinking about it, and I don't know, maybe there's something to it. And, you know, y'all, tell me if I'm crazy, but it feels like they're gonna get their persecution complex, but only because they're pushing so hard to, like, legislate their beliefs onto us. It's possible I'm crazy, so, like, tell me if I'm crazy. But it really feels like maybe that's asking for people to persecute you based on your religion when you're all, like, imposing your religion on everybody. Like, you're the one who made it about that. Like, we didn't want to make it about that, but you made it about that because you just kept trying to force us all to do, you know, the God thing, and we didn't want to do the God thing, but here we are, and yeah, I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's something to it. I'm gonna put it up on the screen one more time, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. But, and yes, I am painting these skulls in the colors of candy corn, so that should be fun. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all soon. I've got a thing I want to talk about. I've been even, like, researching it. Oh my God, that's something I didn't even know I was capable of anymore, so yay me. Anyway, peace out, my lovelies. See? Candy corn.